Texas State Fair.
Yes.
Wasn't it so fun?
It's
So fun.
Fun.
Yay.
Fun.
But it's over.
It's over.
Isn't that disappointing?
That's not fair.
Well, I still have my
Well-
cotton candy.
Do you know that I tell my kids the fair is in October when they say that's not fair. But it's still October, but it's still over.
It's
That's
over.
not fair that the fair's done.
That's right. Anyway, that's what we're talking about today. Well,
About being fair.
he nibbles on his cotton candy and she eats her corn dog from the state fair. Anyway, so welcome to Coffee with Ken, by the way. You're like, what is going on? We'll just clink our things because we can't hold all of this. Cotton candy with Ken today. So
I still have coffee.
we
Don't
got
be
Ken,
fooled.
Yep, he always has his coffee. We got Ken Brown, he's CEO of Destiny Global, and we have Jen Horling back.
Hoop.
Hi, friends.
Hoop.
Yes, she's in the house. She's creative marketing director, and I am Dr. Oprah Brown, and I'm executive vice president of coaching here at Destiny Global. And we're so glad to have you.
Yes.
And do you have those times that you just think it's not fair?
Mm.
You ever said that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not fair.
I just did.
You just did, right? Like, you think that life is not fair.
Mm.
Mm.
He's just, it's not fair. But he's still eating his cotton candy. Anyway, we've all had those times. But how do we stay in a place of understanding that life can throw us curveballs.
Mm.
It might not be fair, but we can still walk in gratitude and honor and even peace. Like, how do we do that?
Well, you know what's really interesting is I was just thinking about one of the times that I have said, well, this isn't fair. It's a lot of times it's accompanied with change in our lives. And when things
that's true.
change, why are we having those reactions? Well, because we had some sort of attachment to the way that things were. And our immediate reaction isn't to walk in gratitude or to walk in thankfulness. We immediately think, no, we don't want this change to be happening.
Mm.
But what are we doing when we do that? We're literally speaking death over that next season or death over what's coming, which could be even greater than what was before.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so true.
Fair is relative.
Mm.
Think of when we went to Honduras in their life. My everyday life on my worst day is better than their best day because of the circumstances
true.
of being born, which they had they didn't get to pick where they were born. They were born in the place we went in Honduras, and it was so poor that they didn't even know they were poor. That's how bad it was, right? No running water. When we finished homes, for the first time they saw running water in a place, they would wash their clothes in streams. The woman didn't know what a shower was. She's like, what does this do? Right? Interpreter was speaking, and she goes, you mean I will actually be able to close that curtain and not have my clothes on? She had never taken
A shower.
a shower or washed herself without being clothed
And in public.
in public,
Usually,
right?
like,
So think about that for a moment. So when you think about fair, that's all relative. Because that's
Wow.
not fair.
wow.
To what?
Because you don't have air conditioning for a day? That's not fair. When somebody their whole life, they don't even know what air conditioning is. Running water. So catch yourself. Be grateful.
So good.
Right? I'm going to go back
Wow.
to eating my little...
we got some truth bombs, both of y'all today, of like we can be speaking death over something new, and then how relative that our experience is, like to stay aware that what we have of our worst day is people would gladly take it.
Love to have our problems.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love to have our problems.
Which in both scenarios, why does that even like happen? It happens because we forget where we came from. We forget where we used to be and how much we wanted to get to that next place or that next space in our lives, or we wanted that next thing, and then we're there, and then we keep looking ahead versus noticing where we are and being grateful for where we are and noticing like it took a lot to get here. Don't get so focused on there that I forget about what's happening right now.
Yeah.
So true. That's what we do here is celebrate and celebrate what we call sprouts. That you're constantly celebrating what you have. You've moved the needle. However much that needle has moved, how much progress that you have made towards your goals, toward the things that you want to change, what needs to change in me, and you decide what that is that you need to change in you, and you move that towards your goal.
Yes.
That you celebrate because you don't want to forget how far you've come.
Yes, so
and
true.
You can look back if you just measure by day, like you have to celebrate every day, but if you just measure by day, you're gonna look and think, I didn't really do much like of moving that. But when you look back in a week or a month and you see how much progress that you made and where you came from, like you said, like how far you have come.
So true.
Well, and even if you do choose to focus on just a day's progress, in order for you to be in that mindset of appreciating and being grateful for even that sprout, like we teach, that means that you have to have a very keen eye, meaning you have to be looking at the little improvements and viewing those little improvements as such a win, which means you really have to be looking and being intentional.
Yeah, often we think it's the big, and when I get to the thing, then I'll celebrate.
Well, it's so true. We experienced that in our weight loss journey. As I'm sitting here having cotton candy and
Is this
only little
aligning
pieces,
with your
Carmen.
goals?
Coach Carmen, I promise it's little pieces. I just celebrated my 1 year at my goal weight, so
Congratulations.
I'm having a little treat. But you know that the gradual progress that you would see, because you would have to take pictures every week, and really from week to week you wouldn't notice until you go back and you do like about week 6 and you do the before and after. Oh my goodness. Then you start feeling good about yourself, and then you have to re-gear to keep pushing towards the goal, because you don't want to get satisfied. There's the objective of creating and moving forward, but at the same time realizing that sometimes you're going to face obstacles. Sometimes you're going to face challenges. We sang that song not too long ago on one of the coffee weekends. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. That's key to success, is knowing that you're going to encounter obstacles. That's why I like that song. You know you're going to encounter obstacles.
Instead of tripping over them,
Yeah.
you see them and
I'm
you see
gonna hit
how to
'em.
overcome them, and you're prepared and you have the skills. You know, I can overcome that obstacle.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Not
some right
afraid
now
of
you're
them.
feeling bad because you don't have any cotton candy.
Or corn dogs.
Not fair.
Is that
Tim's
not
got cotton
fair?
candy. Well, you can go get some. He's got to plan ahead. Come to the state fair with us.
That's right.
that would be fun.
Yeah, it is. And we have so much fun here on Coffee with Ken, and we really enjoy our time here. Sometimes you can see maybe we'll have some bloopers a day.
Oh my word! There would be more bloopers than actually coffee with Ken time, if you want to be honest, because of these two and Butch mixed in, and
But we're constantly like, how can we help people? How can we support? Even though we have so much fun, we're always like, what do we need to share that somebody, that our client, the listener needs to hear, because we continually want to bring value and to help and support our clients and those who come on here and take the time to view us. So we're so grateful for them. We always have to, though, get back to, we're about skills. Like every obstacle you have is about a skill you don't already know.
you haven't learned. Yeah,
You haven't learned.
exactly.
And then we can also get in, like you said, of like complacency and think that we know those skills, and we can think that I got it. But as soon as we do that, we're in a very dangerous. A little bit of success is the most dangerous place to be because you think you have arrived.
Yep.
But you may, unless you have continually practiced those skills over and over again, not just hearing it, but continual practice.
Right.
And I know there's oftentimes I'll hear of a skill in one of the trainings and been listening to this over and over and over again. I press play, listen to it, and I'll see somebody else, you know, like Carmen on the stage, and like it just comes like that to her. Like it's, and I'm just like, and I have had to learn not to compare. I will be there because I'm where I am right now, but I have to keep going and I have to practice. Every time I see that, I say, have you practiced that skill?
She's only been doing it for 16 years.
Have you practiced more on that skill? Do you need more practice on that skill? Is there something that you still need to hone in on? And that's what we need to do continually. And if you are like at that place where you think that you know, you might need to take the next level. Because
never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
It doesn't. So it, you know, and it's just like someone had asked, you know, when are you satisfied with how much money you make or how much money you and April make? And I go, well, that's really not for me to determine. It's how much do I need to help other people? Am I thinking about other people? If I'm just looking at myself and building my own bank account, I'm going to get so far. But when I'm thinking about employing others, when I'm thinking about helping other people accomplish their goals, when I'm thinking about those places we're going to go in Honduras and the goals that we have of things that we're going to go do, and, you know, be partnering with some of our own clients to go really impact entire nation ourselves, because we're not waiting. So the fair is in October, and it's in Texas. You probably have a state fair in your state as well. And I don't know if it's in October or not, but whatever it is, remember, it's in the month it occurs. It ain't always going to happen. You're not always going to have fairness. You're not always going to have things equal. Well, this person got more than me. Well, you know what? Go get what you want next time, right? Work hard, gain the skills you need, in whatever area you're going after to go get it, right? It's whether it's a relationship, whether it's your income, whether it's how you look.
Yeah. So if you've ever thought, you know, like you said, that's not fair. I don't look at them, look what they've done, and thought that they had the easy life. Sometimes you don't know, like what they went through to get where they are. It was. You talk about fair.
This company, its
Yeah.
existence did not start in a fair manner. It was a very unfair manner, and a lot of pain, sweat, and tears went into the building of it because of lessons.
Homeless, nothing to millions.
Yeah.
And then teaching others how to do that. Like, is that fair? But making the most of what you have, where you're at. Yes.
Victim or victory? Which one you gonna choose?
Yeah. So
Can't have
good.
both.
So good.
We're on it today.
We are.
So we want to invite you. If you are like, you know what, life is not fair. I'm just like, you know, I got the short end of the stick.
Yep.
I just got the short end of the stick.
Get a new stick.
It doesn't matter what I do. Listen, like we're talking about an organization of a homeless woman who went from nothing to nobody. It's not your gender, your bank account, your age,
race, all those
anybody
things.
can learn these skills.
Anybody.
And so if you want to really raise your skill, maybe you're just like, you know what, it's not fair. I've tried these skills. Maybe you're at a point where you think you know it all, or you're at a point where you're just like, I got it. I'm good, and I've got success. But you want to scale your business. You want to do more so you can give more. Then you want to come to Creating a Dynasty. It is literally where you
grow the next level.
You grow to the next level. You practice all that we train about how to learn about personalities, how to talk to them, how to edify them.
So true.
You have problems with your time management. Some of the greatest time secrets that you will find of how to really prioritize your time, all at Creating a Dynasty. It's a whole conflict resolution. So many skills
Different level.
that are so important for relationships, for business. We want to invite you to come. Click the link below. We want to see you there. Dallas, Texas.
November
Thanks.
10th to 12th.
Yes.
And the
Getting
gala
so
follows
close.
that night, by the way.
Yes.
You guys, this is going to be
First
hopping.
ever.
First
So
ever.
excited.
You need to be there. Get your information below.
Yes.
Get your
Yes.
information below. There are individual tickets that can be purchased for the gala. Right? If you, I know that we had reward system and things in flow, and
We
some
may
people
have
have
a
been
few
asking that question.
tickets
There are
left.
some
What
few
they
tickets
have been-
possibly left that has been flying off because
Yeah. Yeah.
Sound of Freedom star Eduardo
Eduardo.
Verástegui is there in person live. The producer and the actor that played Pablo in the movie is going to
So-
be there talking to you.
Yeah.
And really, the fact is it's the benefactor of a gala is King's Ransom, our foundation
Yes.
that we're associated with very closely. And King's Ransom, you know, there's a song that says, I was country when country wasn't cool. Well, by the way, King's Ransom has been working with sex trafficking and sex trafficking victims for over a decade. It's nothing new. So the fact of tying things in, and really the girls' home that we help facilitate was associated, started with Phil out of California, and Tiffany and Blaze. Proud of you for all that you do. And anyway, just the crazy things that are going on. We're not going to go into more detail on that, but I will tell you that this organization stands for freedom, and we are so excited about our gala where
Yes.
we are going to
Yes.
be rocking the
That's
house
right.
about freedom. That's right.
Yes, we are about freedom. So, anyway, thank y'all for joining us. And click, like, share so that others can join us as well. We're so grateful that you join us here on Coffee with Ken. We'll see y'all next time.
Have a great day.